Randy Rhoads had stayed in Quiet Riot, would they have attained the success that they had because after he left? Not because he left, but after he left.
I don't think so. I think they still, because I think it was more Kevin Dubrow it was a voice, I think, more than and the imagery, because the mental health video with the metal and shit.
I just saw it about a week ago on that Metal Mayhem show on MTV. Yeah, it was fantastic video for its time.
Yep, it was. And that's what you had to do to make it in the world back then. The MTV, you had to be on MTV. You had to have a catchy video that sparked interest and was played and requested all the time.
It's just weird how Kevin Dubrow needed more simplistic music in his life, and Ozzy needed more complex, and it all worked out for everybody. You know?
Yeah. Ozzy needed Randy.
He did.
I don't know if Ozzy's initial solo would have done what it did without Randy.
No, that was the spark he needed.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah, because Ozzy's Ozzy. You know, you all know we love Ozzy, but I just think that without that element, you know,
I went and saw that tour.
Yeah,
I still like that album. They get a lot of shit, man, but they wrote great songs.
They did write great songs for sure, absolutely. But to Neanderwal's point, you have people like Motley Crue, and nobody knows why they're huge, and Poison's much better than Motley Crue. So this is a record store find, which you can tell because of the drawings on it.
Oh yeah, Born to Run.
You know, the drawings. So if you've never watched anything about the E Street Band, there's documentaries. Go watch that, because Bruce Springsteen wouldn't be anything without Steven Van Zandt. He'd be nothing.
100%.
Absolutely nothing. I don't care what you say. Go watch the documentary and you'll realize it.
Very rarely is there not a songwriting duo. You know?
Yep. There's Cheap Trick again tonight. Heaven Tonight. Well, and just the E Street Band, the whole. I gotta fix this. My OCD. The whole background, like
that
everybody
sound
thinks that
was his image.
Right.
He was the image, and the sound backed up what he was portraying. It was an act on all their parts, but it worked.
Right. And the other thing too, that the foundation of that sound and the image came from Jersey Shore, the Atlantic City stuff. So none of Bruce Springsteen wouldn't be who he is without all that. They pulled him up on stage. Bruce was just a rhythm guitar player, basically. He wasn't the forefront of anything. He just was there jamming with them. But that goes back to like the Beatles playing 12-hour shows and locking yourselves in a room and doing nothing but rehearsing.
I've heard Bruce say in interviews, I just wanted to be in the band. You could never predict this was going to happen, or you'd be a liar, you know?
Right. Yep. But so many people just, they just gravitate to Born in the USA and think that's the thing. And that's a protest song, boys and girls, in case you didn't know. We opened for these motherfuckers.
Yes, we did. Can't you see?
Don't remember any of these guys. I wasn't drunk or stoned at the time.
I think maybe one of the original members might have been there at the time.
Right,
maybe two.
But still. Rain on a Scarecrow.
Fantastic album.
So that touched me because my entire family, up to me and my parents, were farmers. So that was pretty, So this holy shit, that is right. That's Michael Schenker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before he left.
Yep.
And that's a crazy story, because they were so worried that he was going to freak out over the songwriting or whatever. And he wanted out so bad. He basically signed a contract that said, it's all yours. I will never bother you again. Yep. He just didn't want to be pigeonholed into playing that same kind of music forever.
So some of the titles of the songs here, the first one, He's a Woman, She's a Man.
They were ready for the future, dude.
They were ready for the future, man. Shamrock Fever, Dark Lady, Speedy's Coming, Robot Man, Catch Your Train. And on the back, advertisements for 3 other albums.
That's how people did it back then. About every 9 months, an album came out.